sir, man. Me, sir, man.
Based moment
Yeah,
alert.
my whole life I've been prone to getting
I can't hear a word you're saying, bro. What?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you
okay,
now,
my
yeah.
whole life, bro, I've been prone to getting, I don't know if you can see, but pimples right there in the literally square in the middle, right?
Okay.
Between my eyebrows. And it's never worked for me. You know, I'm always like, oh, I got a pimple in the middle of my forehead. This sucks. And
Mm-hmm.
today, man, you know, I'm helping my cousin deliver ice, and a lot of our clients are Indian, and they have some sort of holiday going on, and they all have the red dot right there.
Really?
Bro, they were treated big man. Oh, very
Did they
good.
really
I
think?
swear they thought I was like celebrating it too, bro. This is the first time ever,
Crazy.
bro. People call you guys penny pinchers.
Who's
Indian
you
men,
guys?
handsome artists.
Oh,
People call
thanks.
handsome artists penny
I
pinchers.
am a penny pitcher, that's true.
These Indian guys, and I don't blame them. We're in like a country area where I don't know. I'm sure maybe some kids like might steal some stuff. I don't know, but they're very like eyes on their inventory. They'll always like
Yeah.
count how many ice we're giving them, just so we don't like. Not that we
That's
ever would,
funny.
but like, dude,
Well,
this is the first time today, bro. I go, oh, big man, big man. Okay, can I get this energy drink? Take it. Just take it for free. I was like, bro, what the?
bro,
Yo,
what,
let's
dude, that's
go, dude.
awesome. I know I've mentioned this before on podcasts, I think at one point, but I've always found it interesting that like it's the Jewish stereotype that they're like that we're like penny pinchers or something like that because it's like everyone is a every like race of people is like you could point out to people and be like, who's just giving away money for free? Honestly, everyone is doing that. Everyone's
Oh
checking
yeah,
shit.
dude.
Or the other thing is like that's like I've seen before posted to Twitter. It's like you know you're Puerto Rican if your parents kept the plastic bags from the grocery store on like after you left or something
My
like that.
mom does that,
Everyone
dude.
does that.
Yeah.
Like I'm like dude, that I don't know I'm Puerto
My
Rican. My parents
favorite
did
one
that
I've seen
too.
is like, you know you're black when, and then it's like, it shows a video of it, but like you don't let the microwave get to 0 seconds. You click the open, and it's like, bro, any
Everyone like
starving
it's
man
funny.
opens the microwave that
It's
like
this
what the.
weird thing where people are like, okay, I have this relatable joke that I want to make, but I don't want people to clown on me for it just being relatable. So I have to say that it's because I'm a certain race, like because I'm
It's like
this,
Jeff
we do
Foxworthy,
this.
bro.
Like, what are you
You
talking about?
might be a redneck.
Yeah,
Although I guess
exactly.
his were a little more non-race based.
Let me
Bro,
ask you. Wait, I have a
while we're on
controversial
this topic,
question. Okay, okay.
my buddy
Yeah.
in college, who you must have met him because he was there the year I was there. You were there, and this dude, hey, can I borrow some shampoo? He's like this Midwestern guy, and I'm like, of course, brother. Give him my shampoo bottle. This man pours, in front of me, pours half of my shampoo bottle into his bottle. And then it's just like, thank you kindly. And I'm like, what the?
What
Dude,
the
one day I
fuck
left
just
my window
happened?
open. It was closed, but it was unlocked. I wake up at like 9 a.m. and this dude's on my Xbox because he didn't have any consoles on my couch playing some game like, well, good morning, brother. Like, you want to make us some coffee? And I'm like, dude, what?
New
Dude,
yo,
it was
everyone, new stereotype just dropped. Like Midwesterners be using your
Midwest.
Xbox
Well,
when
I
you're
told
not
you that
when you
thing where
don't
it's
want them
called
to.
like I forget if it's the Swedes, but it's like if you came to my house and I offered you coffee, I would later
Oh,
send you a bill like on Venmo
yes.
for like
Yeah,
three
I've
bucks or
heard
something.
that, which is really unusual.
Very weird. What's the controversial question I
Okay,
interrupted?
I think the subject itself is controversial because it's been handled incorrectly, but I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. You bringing up Jeff Foxworthy, it also makes me think of comedians like Dane Cook, like comedians of a certain
The
caliber
OG, babe. I
that
never
were
left Dane Cook's side, baby.
here's the thing with Dane Cook and with a lot of comedians, even those that got popular in like the 2000s, even in like the 2010s, let's say early 2010s, do you feel that it is more difficult to be a successful comedian now based on your material alone? And the reason I'm saying it's controversial is because I think that there are some, like Jerry Seinfeld just had this stupid fucking thing where he's like, you can't make jokes anymore because people are woke and it's blah 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 or whatever. What's the deal with woke people? But I
Which is
guess would be
funny
a
too,
better
because
thing.
when's the last time Jerry Seinfeld has ever done an
He's
edgy
never said
like?
and nothing edgy
What's
in
the
his
deal
life.
with airline peanuts? I only
Yeah,
see black people eating them. Like when is he saying that?
it's
I will
really
bleep that out. That will be bleeped out.
It's like, we got to go one episode without you. But I do find it like, even though he's first of all a hilarious person to even be delivering that message, because it's like, bro, this shit don't even affect you, little bro. But also, like, on top of that, it's not a well delivered point. But I do think there might be something there that it's more difficult to be funny or considered funny, not because people are woke, but because the bar, like this, the standards have gone up. Like, I think people haven't gotten smarter, but people are more cynical, and I think it's harder to make people laugh
I don't think the
now.
standards have gone up. I might have a bit of an oddball take, but like, bro, it's like I always say, there's a little grain of truth in everything. And it's
Oh
like,
boy.
I do think comedy has taken a major hit, okay? But I'm not gonna, there's a lot of people like, comedy is dead. But stand up comedy in particular did take a major hit, right? And
Mhm.
because it used to be like you could name, and a lot of the comedians you can name to this day started a long time ago. Like the only one I can think of off the top of my head that I think is awesome is Shane Gillis and Nick Mullen, right? Like
Yeah, I know
they're
you like
cool,
those
but they're
guys.
kind
Yeah.
of they're newer guys, and it's like there
What
is a
happened here?
lot of like, it's not that it's like you can't make edgy jokes anymore. Like that's not true. It's just like I don't think people are willing to risk that anymore because it's like, bro, if you go up and are like me Chinese and it goes over poorly, even if like you're what's it called when comedians are testing stuff up, workshopping.
Yeah,
Even if you're workshopping, it's like there's
it's
gonna be a
over
clip
for
of you
you.
doing that with like, this is the most racist man in America. You know what I mean? So
Well,
I think
yeah,
people are
who's
not
the
willing to take risks, kind of.
who's that short guy that's in all the Adam Sandler movies that does like,
You can do it. That guy,
yes, what's that guy's name?
Rob Schneider, bro. Did you watch his
Rob
TV
Schneider.
show?
No, I haven't.
Bro, you have to, bro. I forget if it just got sneak released or like or what, but it's like he literally tries to make Curb Your Enthusiasm, where it's like, I'm Rob Schneider. This is my life and what I put up with. And it's
Oh
like he goes
dear
to
God.
Starbucks and it's like an all ad lib. It's Curb Your Enthusiasm, and he like tips the guy like a 50, and the guy's like, "That's it. You're a major celebrity. You should tip me more."
Hey, buddy. Venti caramel macchiato. Thanks, pal. Just for you. $5, that's it? Coffee's only $4. What kind of tip do you expect? You're just a cheap bastard. How am I a cheap bastard? I tipped 100%. Actually, I tipped 125%.
It's so
Dude,
bad, dude.
that sounds horrendous. I think the concept for Curb Your Enthusiasm is actually like, it only works because it's Larry David. Like the concept itself is not funny. Like, I am a successful comedian and here's my slice of life reality. That is not a funny concept on paper, but Larry David makes it work because he's genuinely, I think, one of the funniest comedians alive
But
right
he's
now.
also willing to make. He's usually like the butt of the. Like the joke is that like,
Yeah,
oh, he's
he's the
overreacting here. He's an
well,
asshole.
well, dude, it all comes back to the fucking Yiddish thing. Larry David is the classic Yiddish trope of the schlemiel. The whole thing is that he makes really bad decisions that he's like he's acting out and he thinks he's like a martyr because he's doing things that he's like, I don't understand why people are allowed to do this, so I'm not gonna allow it or something like that. And he thinks that he's being, everyone thinks he's being an asshole, but he's like, I don't care. I'm gonna die on this hill. And then in the end of the episode, it always comes around to bite him in the ass. Like, that's his, like, he's the schlemiel. Like, he's just like a stupid asshole. But that's part of his shtick. You don't want to see Larry succeed at the end of the episode, even though he's the protagonist. It's genius
When he
writing.
was that Palestinian woman, I was rooting for my boy,
You were
bro.
rooting
That
for him.
episode was so good. That
But even
episode
that's
was so good.
hilarious. Like, even that's hilarious where like he's
Bro,
trying to
when
make a
you
stand.
mentioned It was like Da Vinci Code flashbacks for me. I love that word schlemiel, but when you're like,
So good.
yeah, it's in Hercules or whatever, and we like watched the clip, and he's like, "What am I, a schlemiel?"
What
And
am
I
I,
was like,
Schlemiel? Yeah.
"Whoa,
Dude, yeah.
dude."
It's crazy. I mean, like that word is so good, and yeah, it goes hand in hand with like the because I
Oh,
think that
bro, Mrs. Dog.
you see her.
I
She was
thought
just
you had
trying
like
to
a
get her.
creature behind you. I was like, "What
Oh
is
no,
that?"
yeah, both of the dogs are in here right now. We're also watching Angie's mom's dog right now while she's out of town. But
Is that
uh
hers?
the bigger one is hers. Can you see them?
Oh, I only saw the dark one.
Oh yeah, there's one here. Let me see. Can you see them?
No, it's like a
Wait.
pit of black. Oh, now I see
Yeah,
the chick kind of. Oh, there we go. The light came
there's
on.
one. He's facing that's Chewy. Where's Bella?
Chewy, Mrs.
Bella,
Stinky.
where is
Oh,
she?
she's a
Oh,
cutie.
she is. Here, wait, let's see if she'll help out. Anyway, but I feel like yeah, Rob Schneider's hilarious. He made me think of that. First of all, Schneider's taken some L's recently. Like it is not a good time to be a Schneider. Dan Schneider, Rob
Oh, I
Schneider.
didn't. Oh. I
People
thought
have
you were talking
totally
about
turned on him.
whatever his name was, and I was like, I think he's taken L's since his like after the Adam Sandler movies stopped. It was pretty much
He's been
L.
taking L's forever. I mean, I think people have like been like, wow, this guy's. I think he's been accused of being supremely unfunny for a long time, and then it was more when I don't want to use the word woke, but when things started to get more just like woke, or people were kind of like more like
Reddit.
th- yeah, like wow,
Things are
this seems
becoming more
racist.
Reddit. Yeah.
People are pointing out that Rob Schneider, every role he's ever played is him doing an impersonation of another race. It's like everything he does. Every Adam Sandler movie, he's either Mexican or he's like a Hawaiian guy. It's crazy. I have his Wikipedia page pulled up right now, and they did him kind of dirty. It says right in the first line, it says Robert Michael Schneider is an American actor, comedian, and anti-vaccine activist. Did
Bro, they've
he
been hitting so many people with that. The worst one is that like he deserves it, bro. Him and J.K. Rowling have been such little bitches, bro.
Oh my
Like,
God, J.K. Rowling is off the fucking deep end.
so, and it's like, dude, you have $1 billion. Can't you just shut up?
Just shut
And like,
up.
can't you just go into your house and hate trans people? Why do you have to
Yeah.
tweet about it? Can't you just go hate them from
just
afar?
like enjoy your life. Like even if you hate trans people, all right. Some of you guys are listening are not going to like to hear this, but it's somebody's God-given right if they want to be racist, if they want to be homophobic, as long as they're not like actively harming people, it is their God-given right to be racist. That's yeah,
Bro,
it's a
here's
lot. You're allowed to be
something
hateful.
even
But
more
like,
people aren't gonna want to hear. I
what's
would
that?
blow J.K. Rowling's back out, dude.
Dude, okay, now you lost me. I don't
You
know
don't
about
think,
that.
bro? She's got
No.
that like sexy redhead thing.
Yeah, you're just obsessed with redheads.
Dude, redheads are my
Yeah.
fucking weakness, bro.
I
There's
don't
something
know.
about it. I think all Italian, because all my cousins are like redhead, redhead, redhead. I think just like being like a, what are we called? Like a swarthy Italian man is just like, just makes you like those redheads, bro.
Maybe that
Bro,
must be
you
it.
wouldn't blast
No,
some baby batter across her face.
I just can't look at her without picturing her just like lecturing to me some turf bullshit in like a really annoying British
But
accent.
no, I've
Like I
already thought
can't.
that through. As soon as we stop having sex, I'm like, babe, I couldn't even tell that was a fake vagina. And she'll be like, what do you mean? And I'll be like, aren't you trans? And her brain, bro, it'll be like a
And
neutron
it's just
star
explode.
imploding.
Dude, I don't understand why she can't shut up about it. Like, I mean, that's really my point. Is obviously I wholeheartedly disagree with her points, but it's like
Of
even if she
course.
felt that way, there's plenty of famous people who are going to hold beliefs that would make your stomach churn, most likely. But it's bizarre to me that she can't. Like, what is the end game for her? She has already. She has $1 billion, right? She's a multi-billionaire. Like what is your end game? Just like
Well, we're
just
all
retire, just stop.
the
I don't get
source
it.
of all stupidity like this. On anyone who's acting stupid, if you just analyze it, she thinks she's doing good. You know, she
Hmm.
thinks like I'm standing up for real women in cisgendered women. Also, cis is a slur, but I'm standing up for people with vaginas or whatever. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
she definitely thinks she's like doing some hero shit, but it's just like, Because what
It
the person I
is.
was gonna bring up
Yeah.
is like that Graham Lineham guy who's written some really funny shit, bro. Unarguably has written some funny shit, and it's just like now his Wikipedia page mostly is like he wrote
That's what I
some stuff,
mean.
but is also like a crazy activist
Yeah, like
bullshitter.
I have J.K. Rowling's page open right now, and it says right there in her first like section, in the summary section, it talks about that her opinions on transgender people and related civil rights since 2017. It's been that recent. It feels like it's been years that she's been on this fucking thing. Have been described as transphobic by critics. They have divided feminists, fueled debates on freedom of speech, and prompted declarations of support for transgender people from the literary arts and cultural sector. It's like, you know what's the weird thing about like conspiracy theories, and I'm gonna lump J.K. Rowling into a conspiracy theorist sort of thing because I think it kind of goes hand in hand, is that like the more and more that people speak out against her, and like now the Harry Potter cast, all of those people, they all wrote like an open letter to be like, we, you know,
Oh yeah, and she was
we
like,
love
"I
this,
will
and
never forgive Daniel Radcliffe."
yeah, but it's like I don't know if it's that she doesn't have the sense to self-reflect and be like, maybe I am taking this a bit far if everybody. I mean, dude, fucking Elon Musk, didn't he just tweet out like, can you please tweet about something else? Like you have a very
Did
big
he?
following.
Dude,
Yes.
if the king of Reddit is saying that to
Dude,
you,
like that's crazy. That means you're really like unwell. You know what I mean? Like what at what point is it like, do you not have some self-reflection? But the thing is with these conspiracy theory people, because I guarantee she believes that the, I don't know, you know, her vision of goblin people that control the world are the ones that are like making everybody trans or something like that. And like and so she thinks that all these people who are saying like, yo, please stop, please chill, like I wanna love Harry Potter and you're really ruining this for me. She just believes like all of these people are brainwashed and it's my job to wake up the world. That's what conspiracy people think. You can't convince them otherwise because they think this is part of the
yeah,
conspiracy theory
they've
that
got
everyone's
chimp brain,
against you. It's
absolute chimp brain.
bizarre.
But this is a great time to say you gotta learn to separate the art from the artist, kiddos. Okay,
Oh yeah,
because
man.
first of all, Harry Potter, if you're older than 15, get a job. But as a kid, it's
I,
awesome. I read all the books. I'll definitely, because I think reading to your kids is probably important. My parents read to me; it gave me a love of reading. Okay,
yeah.
um,
I
but
mean,
I'm
dude,
definitely gonna read the Harry Potter books to them. You know what I
dude,
mean? Like,
I'm not afraid to say I love the fucking movies. The Harry Potter movies are like charming and good,
read it,
and the
read it.
special effects are good. I don't give a fuck. And then, but the yeah, I actually have the opposite thing now. I feel like there was at one point that feeling where I'm like, you must separate the art from the artist, and now I've decided that's Reddit. That's like pea brain, I think, to be like, hmm, I will simply ignore the person who I don't like who made this thing. I actually
But
think
you
it's
just
like,
said you love the movies.
yeah, but I think it's like, I'm not going to separate J.K. Rowling from it. I actually think it's interesting and kind of funny. There's like
But if you
it's,
think she's
it's
like a crazy
funny.
person, you shouldn't watch the movie.
I think she's a crazy person, but also it's like in the movies, she obviously depicted Jewish people as goblins. She also like named an Asian
Dude,
character Ping Pong. Like it's
did
like you
she?
like I think like it's like you can look at the movie. My point is that I'm not saying like I will never watch Harry Potter. That's also Reddit and P Brain. What I'm saying is like what separating the art from the artist means to me is that you're like, I will simply put blinders on and consume art without any thought for the fact that the person who made this is like a fucking maniac. I actually think it's like, no, can we all kind of look at like the, I don't know, humor is probably not the right word because I know there's a lot of transgender people that actually do feel like, you know, targeted because of it. So it's not that it's funny, but in a it's darkly funny that it's like this beloved children's like franchise was
Oh
written
yeah,
by one of like the
I
most
laugh.
virulent bigots. Like it's,
Can
you know
you
what I
imagine
mean?
how
It's
many of
crazy.
these trans chicks and dudes probably have Harry Potter tattoos that they've had for a while?
Dude,
Like,
I don't even want to. I mean, I shouldn't necessarily say this. This is not even me speaking out. I'm not saying anything else except that my ex, I had a Harry Potter tattoo, and she was really vocally supportive of trans people, and like I am sure that sucks.
She's
for
annoyed
her.
now?
I'm sure that bothers her. Yeah,
Dude,
that and
the guy who
yeah.
plays rap violin, I was
Mhm.
showing the Discord him like a month ago, but he was showing me his tattoos one day, and
Did he have that Deathly Hallows shit?
worse. Yeah, the triangle with the circle and the stick in the middle. But
Mhm.
he was showing me his tattoos, and I was like, "Oh, thank God, bro! I thought you were one of those like grown ass men that was gonna have like a Harry Potter tattoo." And then he was like, "Oh, I do have a Harry Potter tattoo," and I was just like, "Ugh,
Oh no,
ugh."
yeah. No, yeah, that's it's what it is. I mean honestly, I've vocalized my and it's I'm just kidding. You're allowed to do what you want, but I would not get a tattoo. Like I'm glad I never got a tattoo. Let's put it that way.
You wouldn't get one if Beetle Moses became huge, like the next Simpsons or the next
Okay,
Far Side. You wouldn't get a little tattoo of the beetle, because I would do that of the dog. Like
maybe.
if for some reason
Yeah,
it got
if
huge.
sure, if I was drunk and somebody convinced me and I was with my friends and I just struck some like multi-million-dollar deal, then I might be like,
We
yeah,
would
let's
both
do
definitely get a
that.
tattoo then, bro.
But I
100.
don't
I'd be the guy
in
talking you into it, bro.
in general, I'm glad that I never did because mostly it's also I just know I would have picked something cringe or regrettable or like
You would have
just
picked
like
something that was like when someone asked you what it meant, you'd have like a 6 paragraph explanation or
No,
story.
I would not do that. Like I
No?
actually I would probably more so than anything I'd like to just get a tattoo that would like just look cool. I think it's kind of stupid when people are like I've also heard before that I think I heard this on like an old episode of the Bill Burr podcast because Bill Burr was going in on people with tattoos, like just shitting on tattoos. And like it was like a multi-episode thing because he had a viewer write in that was like, I'm a tattoo artist. I thought your rant was fucking hilarious. In particular, he was pointing out like the bit that you're laughing about how people get the tattoos that are like a Bible verse that's like a 6 paragraph essay on their arm or something like that. And the guy was like, as a tattoo artist, like that is so fucking annoying when somebody comes in and requests that because it's like doing a homework assignment. It's not fun to draw. You have to sit there and like write like 100 words on somebody's arm. It's such bullshit. It always looks bad. And it's like, dude, yeah. Anyway, shout out Bill Burr. He has a really funny bit on the fucking tattoos. And I remember hearing that he probably low key had some influence on me because I remember listening to that way back when, like probably that bit I listened to damn near like 10 years ago. What was might have been around the time that I was like, maybe I will get a tattoo. And I listened to Bill Burr just shitting on them, and I was like, I am not going to get
I'm
a
shocked you
tattoo.
didn't
Like,
get
just
him in your
right.
blue hair earring phase. That would
If
have
I'm
been the
being
time.
if I'm being totally honest, I never even came close. It was never even not like, I have this idea. Let me just like sit with it. I was always like, I don't care. There's first of all so expensive. I never was in a position where I was like, let me drop $400 on some like just
Yeah. Well,
vanity
dude,
shit.
there's a certain type of person I have to bring up, but before that, my buddy and me said we were gonna get tattoos in high school,
Mm-mm.
and I'm so glad I didn't, bro, because this is so Reddit. This is the most Reddit thing you'll ever hear me say.
Tell me.
But his idea, which I thought was so amazing,
Mm-hmm.
is on our butts. It says "Made in China."
That
Whoa,
actually is that if
dude.
you had that though, like that's funny because first of all, almost no one would see it, and that's kind of just like a funny like
It's
rant.
still kind of Reddit, dude. It's kind of
Steve-O,
Reddit.
I know that Steve-O has a tattoo like that says it's like in cursive on his ass cheek. It says your name, and he was like he wanted to when he was in a bar be like I have your name tattooed on my ass. People are like, no, you don't, and be like, I'll bet you $50 I have your name
Oh, that's
tattooed on my
awesome,
ass, and
actually.
then he would be like, I do because and it just says your
I
name.
might, I
Pretty
might
funny.
steal that. Your
It's
name
kind of
tramp stamp
funny.
would go hard.
That goes kind of hard, honestly.
No, bro, there is a certain type of person, okay, and I've had this person in my life. I don't know if you have, but I'll name a what is that? A little Kit Kat?
Yeah, it's not exactly a Kit Kat. I got it from the Asian grocery store, and I have tried them. They're so good. It's like a peanut butter Kit Kat,
Oh, that's
chocolate peanut
so
butter.
based.
I got one, and it was like 50 cents. And then went back the next day and bought like a bunch more. They're so fire. Anyway, what were we gonna say?
There's a certain type of person, and the most famous example I can give is someone like iDubbbz, where it's like
Oh no.
they just you could see it in their head where they're like,
I would
I'm
like
gonna
a
be a
tattoo.
tattoo guy.
Yeah.
And then all of their tattoos look like they walked into a tattoo shop and just pointed at the book like, this one,
Yeah.
this. And it's like, oh, God, dude.
I don't know.
That shit
I don't
makes me
get it.
cringe, bro.
Just doesn't appeal to me, doesn't make sense to me. Never was really on my list. There is a fly in here.
Dude, I should have sent you
Oh.
the video, but they were talking about it on their really big podcast. It's a huge podcast. I can't, you know what? I decided I'm not going to shit on the iDubbbz podcast anymore because dear friend, not dear friend, he's an internet person, but YMS was on it recently, so I was like,
Oh, was he really? That's kind of funny.
how big is that fly, bro? It looked like it was the size of your
Bro, did you
eyeball.
see it?
It was big enough to see on the video.
All right,
dude.
if I see it again.
I have that exact one, dude.
Yeah, because it was $10 on Amazon. Everybody has this one.
I didn't buy it. The people left it for me when I got this place.
My dog starts going nuts when he sees me with this thing too.
What is like he think you're gonna hit him?
He just knows. I don't know. He doesn't think I'm gonna hit him. He just gets overexcited because he sees me swinging it around. Okay, now where is this fucking thing? All right.
Did you ever have someone like that in your
Stop.
life?
Huh?
Did you ever have someone like that in your life? By the way, do you like how I'm doing this Two-Face type thing where here it's like, oh, he's kind of balding, but then here it's like teenage hairline. Holy hell, dude.
Yeah, that was really good. Wait, did I ever have somebody like who in my life?
Like the guy that decided to become a tattoo guy, because I knew a couple of them in college.
I mean, kind of like it's funny actually. I mean, I know that he loves them, and I kind of think it's just funny. I have one friend, my old roommate, who he's a good friend of mine, but he just has crazy like he's super into fashion, and especially like eclectic fashion, like that's more what he's into, not just like not this fucking poopy butthole menswear like Twitter page, which is like inexplicably blown up. Can I just go on record and just say, guys, if you're following that page, man, do yourself a favor, man.
You gave me a hit tweet, bro.
Oh, that one I
You
forgot
were
about
too
that.
worried to start
I actually
drama, so
I don't have anything against that
tweeted
guy
it.
personally. I think and to him, if this clip somehow finds you, I forget his name, but if this clip finds you again, you know who I'm talking about. The dye workwear guy. I love you, dude. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. The world does need somebody like you, but it is. I see, like we lost Vosh to these shenanigans.
Oh, it took
man.
over his body like the
Completely
Venom
took over
symbiote.
his life, and it's like, guys, don't just fall into this like fucking uniform. Like, also that guy, I was also actually following him just to like, let me see what's going on over here, and then all he does is talk. He's just pitching like wide lapel suits, like things like that, like fucking zoot suit shit, and I'm just like, bro, no one is wearing this shit. Like, please get real. And the fact that there's just like men in the comments that are just like, I will consider dropping $5,000 on a custom-made suit, buddy. Don't do that, man. That is so stupid. Like, you don't have to like, don't dress bad. You should do yourself a favor and try to dress nice. But this guy, I'm like, why is this guy the fucking
Bro,
voice
you
on
want to look
menswear?
nice? Go to fucking Goodwill, get a suit that's a little too big, and have it fit
Dude,
to you. It'll
do you wanna
cost
know
you
exactly-
$100 tops.
It is literally this simple. You want to look nice? Find somebody, a celebrity, a friend, a cousin, a coworker who you're like, that guy dresses cool. I wish I dressed more like that. And just start, when you go to a clothing store, be like, I wonder if this person would wear this. Yeah, I think they would wear this. I think this would look good on me. There you go. Boom. Now you have a sense of style. And you'll, over time, you'll figure out your own thing. You know what I mean? You'll find your own pieces of clothing. But don't get these fucking, like, what is with the like you gonna wear a fucking houndstooth blazer to like
Bro, okay, wait a minute,
Like,
wait a
what-
minute, wait a
like-
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
What?
Do not
Like-
say anything ill of Houndstooth.
No,
Houndstooth is so fucking raw,
it's
bro.
fresh. It's fresh. It's awesome. It's great. But my point is that it's like you don't want to be the guy who is overdressed. You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I
Actually, wait a
promise
minute, you're right.
you.
No one else wear Houndstooth. It's so gay.
Dude, I'm saying like when you go to a party or something and you're dressed, there's a certain barometer. You could be dressed and look good, But if you're dressed fancy at an occasion that you're not like it's the equivalent to me of wearing a fedora. Like why are
Yes,
you
yeah.
doing
Well, most
this,
of those guys
bro? Like
act like that if they dress like that at parties. They're
I
always like,
think I really do think I have a really strong theory that most of the guys that get really into this menswear are ex fedora wearers because they were like they wanted to dress more like classic gentle sir, and now that they're like 30, they feel like they can pull it off, so they're gonna do it. But it's just like, bro, just jeans and a t-shirt, baby. If you get jeans and a fucking solid t-shirt,
bro,
you're gonna be the best looking guy
Mark Zuckerberg
anywhere.
looked fucking ill, dude.
Just do that.
The
Just do
white
that.
tee, and bro, you don't even have to, but if you're going all out, bro, the little chain.
The
Bro,
chain?
my boy
Oh
was
yeah.
Dominican,
Oh,
bro.
yeah,
He was looking
was looking,
fresh as
he was
hell.
looking good.
Someone
He-
edited a beard on him, and I was like, Mr. and Mrs. Dog.
you know what it is? He sees the fly. He's trying to get to this fly.
Dude,
right
my
now.
cats are doing that the other day. It's so hard when you're talking not to just lean over and rub my little pudding cup's big belly.
I know, yeah.
He's such a bambinas.
Anyway, but yeah, like I seriously think the best thing you could do for yourself if you're physically able, get to the gym. You know what I mean? Just you don't have to be thin, but just like get get the physique. Get a physique that you like, that you think looks good when you're wearing stuff, and then just get t-shirts and jeans.
That boy's huge. Oh, but I will say, and this is stolen from the the fashion board on 4chan. If you are trying to get thinner, that's good. Clothes will look better on you, but while you're fat, don't dress like a thin guy. You gotta get stuff that works for your current body. That doesn't mean you gotta have that body forever. And here's the nice thing as a fat guy. You get a suit, get it for you being fat. You're going to pay $50 once you're thin and lose 50 pounds. You can get it tailored straight to your thin body. Like,
I
you
do
don't
also,
lose the
yeah,
suit.
I actually do think it's also a bit of a cheat code that actually like slim fit clothing usually doesn't look good. Like actually I think that it doesn't really. Like you could get away with if you're thin or if you're a heavier guy, you can wear like
If you're heavy, I don't think
bat
you should be wearing slim fit.
No, definitely not. But even if you're skinny, I think honestly that like skinny dudes kind of like if you have stuff that's just a little bit like looser fitting, I still think it looks better. Also, get a good haircut. That helps above anything else. I think you have a good
Haircuts
haircut.
do help. Haircuts
Haircut
Although
helps.
I can't lie, bro. I usually go like 6 months in between each haircut.
I mean, me too. Me too. But like if you like I think even somebody who dresses kind of like dumpy, if you're just wearing like, let's say you have like an old t-shirt and some jeans that fit, like get a pair of jeans that fit you well, which are you don't have to spend certainly not more than like 40 or $50 to get a pair of jeans that fits you well. And how many pairs of pants does a guy really need? 2, 3? Honest to God, like you literally
Honest, bro.
rotate that and then just get a couple t-shirts and then get a haircut that actually looks good on you. All right, don't get some greasy shit where
I feel like you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about. But he's a basketball talking head, just like Stephen Avery.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith, not Stephen. Stephen
Whatever,
Avery
Stephen
is
A.
making
Smith.
a murderer.
He looks like Big Chungus. He is just a big fat
It's
boy white
gotta
guy.
be Charles
but, dude,
Barkley.
The
Oh,
most
white guy?
perfect hairline on earth, dude.
Wait, I actually
A
don't know who
big.
that
He
is.
literally looks like the Denny's mascot.
Wait, who is this guy? You got to show me. Yeah,
I don't know.
of a
Eli
fat
used to
white
watch him,
guy.
my old roommate, but he's like a basketball commentator. Let me see.
There's one guy I'm thinking of who's not a commentator. You got to show me. You got to.
But just like the best hair on earth. Oh, I think is it Brian Windhorst?
Oh, he's
You
not
know
a
that guy?
comment. Yeah, he's actually a sports journalist.
It's insane that I wrote fat white guy basketball good hair and he
and it
popped
worked.
right up.
Yeah, I mean he does have a unique look. Wow, I never really considered it, but yeah, his hairline is fucking
Beautiful hairline, bro. Beautiful.
That
hair.
is I love this one pic. I've seen people use this pic in response where he has his 2 fingers up. Have you seen this one?
No, I'm looking at the one where he's dabbing his nose.
I like here. Wait, I'm gonna send it in this chat here. I really like. I really like this picture. Do you mind if I steal this picture? Hang on.
Bro, us bald guys have a joke, but yeah, you don't really notice men's hairlines until you start balding, and then everywhere you look, like that's like usually the first thing I
Is a
look
really
at on
nice
a guy now
hairline.
these days.
Yeah, Brian Windhorst. Yeah, this guy has actually he's a mainstay. I think his big thing, I think he's really big in talking about like trade rumors and stuff like that. Like he's one of these guys who's like first to report on Twitter when something, when they're like, Jimmy Butler to Miami Heat, they'll like announce it. Like he'll be one of the first guys on the scene. Dude, I'm so glad. It's so funny to me that you've started watching basketball like
Only
right
the
at the end of
Celtics,
the
bro. Only the
season.
Celtics.
I mean, it's crazy because I haven't been watching basketball this season because the Miami Heat have been so shit. And then they got eliminated. I mean,
Owned.
I knew we were gonna get eliminated, but yeah,
Owned.
they got fucking pwned
By the Celtics, right?
by the Celtics.
Yeah,
There
we
was
killed
no-
you. We killed you, bro.
There wasn't. There
Dude,
was
that
like,
one game, it was just all threes, baby.
bro,
all
in
threes.
the multiverse, there wasn't a single universe where the Miami Heat were gonna beat the Celtics this season. But we do have this kind of there's definitely a rivalry between the two teams because it's like we'll win one year, they win one year, we win. Like it's literally been back and forth for the last like 5 or 6 years. So all I gotta say is we will see you next year. You better win a chip this year because we will see you next year. That's all I'm have to
Bro,
say.
I only started watching sports because I was like, ChatGPT, how do I take my career to the next level? And they're like, rip off Beetle Moses, become Beetle Moses. And I was like, based.
Based, I will do that. I know, dude. Literally.
By the way, thick Latina babe tryouts, please DM me. Or if you're hung. Bro, this chick wants to fly me out. But she has a huge penis, and she wants to be the guy, if you know what I mean. And I'm kind of like...
Oh, I see what you mean.
I'm like, free trip, free vacation, but penis. You know what I'm like? So press 1 in the comments if I should go. Press 2.
Yeah, I don't think I sent this to you yesterday, but look at my setup yesterday evening. I just texted it to you. Have your phone next to you?
I got my bone, baby.
Look at my setup that I had on my split screen monitor.
Bro.
It's
literally like kids in college when they're trying to make money on stocks, except just like joy maxing.
I literally had
joy maxing.
I literally had the Mavs Thunder game on one screen and Belatro.
You're such a bitch, by the way, bro.
screen.
I literally was like, I know if he fucking makes me watch Belatro, I'm gonna buy it. Bro, when did I buy the game?
2 days ago, probably.
2 days ago.
Two
Let
nights
me
ago.
tell you how many hours I have on it.
Dude, I don't blame
14 hours in 2 days, dude.
It's so good.
That's
it's
7 hours a day of fucking Belatro, bro.
Dude, I mean, we both knew that was gonna happen, bro. I was what the fuck?
Bro,
Yeah,
looks like you're about to beat your dick off with this fucking electric thing with the way you're
keep
looking.
seeing the fly keeps going just like you, and then gone. I get for like 20 minutes. Anyway, dude, I knew that if you downloaded it, it was going to consume your life. But I truly feel that this game of Balatro, even though I am spending too much time playing it, I'm not much. I'm not much of a gamer. It's really hard for me to get into a game, and I don't know what it is about this one game. It's given me that joie de vivre, like that. I was like, I don't understand why people love video games, how they can sink all this time to video games. There's something wrong with me because is it because I'm like just joyless and I have that childlike spirit has died. And then I downloaded Balatro and I was like, we are so bad.
They're immortal, just like the rest.
Just
of us,
like
kid.
that game it's just so good. It is such a good game.
It is really, really good, bro. I'm like, I might even download it for my mom, bro. She's obsessed with fucking.
It's great. I think it's difficult to explain. It's funny, the episode that we just uploaded is like mostly me explaining to you how to play the game until like we get in the swing of it. But once you're playing it, it all becomes super like natural and it's great. It's such a good game.
I'm jonesing right now, bro.
Well, let's play it. Why don't we've been recording for an hour, I believe. Why don't we put a pin in this and we record some Balatro right now? How's that sound?
I'm thinking I'm black. Yeah, I think so, bro. Dude.
Let's cut this one. And I think you should play this time and I'll guide you through it.
I don't know if I can get the setup. Maybe. We could do Zoom and then I'll just share on Discord or something.
Okay. All right. I think we can get this set up. It'd be really easy, but let's do it. All right.
Okay.
Let me shout out patrons real quick.
Oh,
Hang
base. And so we got a
Base.
bunch of newbies.
Yeah, welcome
Jesus.
to the noobs. Welcome
What
to the
happened
newbies.
yesterday that like 20 people signed up? I was
I
like,
was
what
wondering
in
that
the- what
too.
the-
Out of the fucking clear blue sky, we got like, and I was like, we didn't upload an episode. I have no idea. I have no
Bro,
idea
can you
why.
tell I lost 5 pounds, by the way?
Yeah, you look great. You actually do look svelte. I was gonna say, but
They call me Mr. Baby.
congratulations. What's the secret? 5 pounds is actually nothing to turn your nose up
I'll
at.
gain
That's
it back.
actually
I
all
got
right.
these, dude. I literally have a wedding this week. I have a
Uh-huh.
wedding in 3 weeks from now, and then I have another fucking wedding in 2 months, and I'm just like,
Look at my dog is also going nuts because he's like he
dude,
sees it.
do your dog a favor. Don't hit the fly. Let her eat it.
I'm really annoyed that it's just like tormenting me right now, but okay. All right. Let's hop on below. Oh, let me read the patrons out real quick. Hang on a sec. Bugs on my wee wee.
Did you freeze
Kong-
again?
Did
Oh, I thought you were like looking at me sexy. I was like, you were frozen like this.
What? I might have been frozen.
You were frozen.
Oh, yeah, it
Sorry.
says my
Don't let me
internet
interrupt.
connection is unstable, it says right now. Anyway, what's going on? Okay, here we go. We got Bugs on My Wee Wee, Conga Heli, Elfgrass, Francho, Gzan, HP, Limp Dick, Dilbert Text, Maze vs. Corn, Protista, Shrek the Third, Shalom Guy, Silly Putty Eater, and Zaljas. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Welcome to all the new patrons. And why don't you send me a link or a call on Discord and we'll play some Bellatra. How does that sound?
Bro, my cat is just sucking on his hand right now.
I need to kill this fly right now. I'm going to kill it before we hop on this call. It's just driving me nuts. All right.